Kurukshetra, or spiritual freaking warfare, of course, dude. Or even as well in the freaking Iliad, to be honest, though, about gods self-fighting. But in a sense, it's kind of like idea that all of the gods in the Iliad even is just kind of like, yes, and in that context itself, they were fighting over some petty stuff itself, though. Not really petty stuff, to be honest, but in a sense, it's kind of like there's a play to it, to be honest, dude. And even the gods itself of the gods of the Most High blaze as well. This they don't freaking like care about literally like mortal men. And this idea itself of basically Krishna or even like gods in general, to be honest, though, about playing mankind or throwing mankind itself. This is the most interesting once they want to interact itself with some deities too. And deities did. Oh my gosh. And it's a really great tip because one itself can use that against against evil too as well. You can even against evil too as well. As freaking piece of crops, freaking like freaking demons, dude. Freaking demons, dude. Yeah, because one itself will energetically get trapped itself and lower vibration itself. They feel it in itself that there's something really ridiculously other fishy itself. But just we know itself that just we know about that stuff. We're basically just trapped in the same intrusive thought or rumination or negative thoughts or something, negative thought or something. I just thought of negative or just thought patterns of just in the past. And this is because of this freaking piece of garbage or the demons. The demons. They actually, if one provoke or just basically intrigue them, they will have an implant on you, or basically one reacted will have an implant on you. As basically they kept coming back there. It's either one, destroy the imprint, two, freaking kill the demon, destroy the parasite too as well. So yeah, destroy the parasite or use the astral parasite is basically just those freaking three, to be honest. There's a defense. So yeah, this is the most basic, like really the most sad stuff there. There's, if you insist, if you may, we'll have a war inside the mind though. But there's not even a battlefield itself in mind. It's just basically you're basically creating your own enemy itself, and just don't create basically don't create or make yourself as your own enemy. The enemy is not even you itself though. Not even you itself though. Not even you itself. Not even the freaking mind itself. But in a sense, the most biggest remedy itself there, or the much apt remedy, or the apt remedy, or basically apt remedy, or the most so called the most apt remedy itself, or just basically the most proper remedy itself is observation. That's it. And basically absolutely not this is absolutely nothing itself. And there's an immediate response itself if there's like bull crap itself, of course, though. So yeah, this is basically this freaking like spiritual war, to be honest, dude. And how to survive spiritual warfare, though. Even spiritual warfare itself is just a trap as well. The trap as well, as said earlier, though. This is basically like literally like these two sides itself, or these two opposing forces itself, just fighting over and over itself. You cannot even like freaking like they just basically in control and not you. That's it. Just get stuck in this basically like energetic though, about the false light and bad, the false light and darkness. That's it. And you're gonna do stuff. That's it. So yeah, Just absolutely respect the liberty or sovereignty of yourself, of course. That's it. That's basically kind of against this warfare itself, was a warfare itself, which is this cosmic war. So yeah, this cosmic war, or just this archetypal war itself. So yeah, that's it. That's it. And not only about social warfare itself, about hmm, about I really want to discuss this as well though. I just basically just recently saw this video basically on conformist radio though. I just basically it's kinda like this channel itself there's basically this everything itself that's kinda like become like ugly itself and this ugly self and such. We live in a creative time or just basically of abstraction itself. But the issue itself is just basically people just thinking this abstraction itself would just save everyone. It's just not realistic at all, to be honest though. The idealism will not save stuff in there. The issue about idealism itself, the idealism or basically how the fucking like elites use that thing, to be honest, dude, about the postmodernist crap to be postmodernist crap, to be honest though. Or just basically like beyond that of what construct the contemporary crap there with we know them. This is basically this art itself. It is also just basically a war on art as well, about like AI art and basically just a normal traditional art, which just get goes just beyond that stuff, to be honest. Dude. I've talked about this about the video that called minimalism brainwashing. To be minimalism brainwashing. This world, if one thinks about this, is just about warfare or conflict. To be honest, dude, warfare and conflict. Even the most fucking subtle thing, to be honest, is just warfare and conflict. To be honest, dude. This is the most interesting thing as well. I've seen this video. I've seen this video itself about. Yeah, later to be honest though. I talk about it like like eventually there eventually there about basically how the savior and the monster use the same tactic as well. Mm. This is basically a false light itself. Not the false light is basically they will have bargain or basically have bargain itself or have bargain or not even like bargain but exchange itself or just kind of like a pack or contract some freaking like Faustian bargain or something itself there about this is basically you want this, you want peace, what you want peace, then then let me enter your body, then I will have you peace there. And also as well some basically some false like deities as well like do that stuff too as well though, but this is absolutely just this is absolutely like unconscious or unrecognized. That's pretty much it. Yeah, this is pretty much it. It scales out.